not 65. How old is Donald Trump? How old are all these people in Congress? How old is everybody that is in charge? How old is everybody that's on BS right now? Look, I don't think y'all understand. The reason we got all this bad stuff happening in our life is because we got a bunch of old people who think that they know what's best for people who are 45 and no, no, no. I'm not saying 45 and under. No, 40 and under. 39 to be exact and under. Because them 45-year-olds be trying to act like they brainwashed to them still. Yep. And I'm not finna sit right here and keep lying to y'all. Them 45-year-olds act like they brainwashed to that older generation. Yes, they be acting like, oh, look at what he's doing. Gas is $5. What is he doing? What is he doing? What you think I'm finna? I can't. You it's certain cars you can't even drive right now. Why? Why would you? Why would I pay $100 every 2 days to drive a car? Look, it's too many old people in charge. That's why gas high because people want to lie and not tell the truth. Y'all look, y'all. It's a lot of older people in charge that is caught up in a lot of stuff that they don't want to come out. So they trying to have us go to war. You trying to have us go to war because you don't want to expose everything, or the fact that y'all don't want to release the JFK files because people are still alive. That's the only reason JFK files are not out because people are still alive. So once them people die within the next 10 years, and we can finally get some financial freedom, so we can finally open up that book and everything can be cool. And notice I said financial freedom because once the older people die, like the world is just going to change. The whole world is going to change. And it's like y'all they messed up. The retirement age was set for a reason. Don't sit right here and try to. It's the fact a lot of them didn't expect technology to do what it did, or they didn't expect technology to be the way it is. It's like they so used to lying, right? Like you know how many people lied? Do you know how many people lied? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't listen to the older generation because when we go back and fact check everything the older generation has said, it's come up as 99% of the time a lie. It's never was what it like. It was never reported right. That's why I don't listen to the old generation. That's why I said all these old people that run the country need to get the fuck out of there. Y'all gotta go. What's up, Terry? Yeah, y'all gotta go. Y'all need to get up out of here. If you are 70 years old, you do not need to be running anything in this country. And then all the 70-year-olds just trying to cover up their past. That's it. All the 70-year-olds in this country been trying to. You say you been looking for my channel? Yeah, man. Look, I ain't been live in a minute. I know that's my fault. But yeah, look, yeah. So all the older people like Donald Trump, all them, they did not expect technology to come out and be able to trace everything they said. Now they be like, "Oh, this happened, that happened." Then we look it up. No, this is what happened, and this, that, and it was confirmed. Now they looking like, "Oh my God, let's start a war. Let's start a war." That's what I don't like about the U.S. government. Y'all don't understand that we are ran by a bunch of supervillains. Y'all peep why I name myself a supervillain. That's the best way to live. You telling me I can sit right here, be ignorant, do what I want, say what I want, get paid, live lavish, never have to work, live like y'all. Yeah, I want to be a supervillain. I want to be a supervillain because the good person got to try. A good person has to be a good person. You got look. This is what a good person has to do. A good person has to find $1 million in cash randomly and give it back. All right, I'm a supervillain. Give what back? Give what back? Yeah, I do need to start going live every day again. But look, think about that. A good person has, if a good person, this is what a good person has to do. If they find $1 million, they have to give it back to the rightful owner. I don't want to be no good person. Then I'm a supervillain. I don't even know about that, son. Uh, uh, ZV. Oh no, you gotta tell me more about that one. But yeah, man. Y'all don't be understanding. Like the government is a messed up person. Everybody be like, oh, this just this and that, that and that. So you telling me if you find $1 million, you gonna give it back? Is that gonna be? Cause look, is that gonna be your start to be a supervillain or what? Cause if you take it, you're a supervillain now, basically. You can be a good person. That don't mean you got to be an evil person. That don't mean you evil. You're just a supervillain. What's up, Arthur? You said what? What is name? What? What is? You got to type that again. You got me stuttering, man. Hey, but nah, y'all got to remember this. They really won't even release the JFK files because people are still alive. Are you from Brazil? Shout out to Brazil. I like Brazil because of Fast Five. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie. But yeah, um, and then y'all want to know another thing that make me always just look at the government? Cause so I look at everybody and look them dead in their face and say, so UFOs don't exist, right? Oh yeah, they do, they do, they do. The government, no, 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 no. For the longest time, the government said UFOs don't exist, right? Yeah, they said that. Now UFOs exist. Now they want to acknowledge it, and y'all over here trying to be like, well, no, they are liars. They've been lying. What else are they lying about? How? Come on. If y'all refuse to release stuff because people are alive, is that bad? That mean if y'all release them files, that person should be in jail. But they don't want certain people going to jail because it's people of power. Hmm. It's people of power. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that weird how that works? So the people of power literally got all this weird stuff going on, all these conspiracies going on. Why you think they pushing for war? They want us to go to war so we can forget about what they doing. They want us to think about gas prices so we can forget about what they doing. They want us to think about oil prices so we can forget about what they doing. That's all. It's all so we can forget about what they doing. Stranger Things. Have I seen it? Oh, I don't even know what that means. Or Stranger Things you assist. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? But yeah, these people of power, like it don't make it's not right. Like these bills, how much bills went up? That's not right. It's like the more like it was at one point where I felt like the US dollar like was starting to get too good. Like around I feel like 2014, 15, 2016, the US dollar was just too good. 2017, I can even say 2018. Go keep going until like bro, the US dollar was just too good because everybody had we had the '08 depression, right? '08 whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't even call it a depression. We had the little whatever happened in 2008 that made gas prices rise sharply to probably where they at right now. But we actually had something happen. Uh Actually no, gas prices are higher. Still higher than then. And our money is worth well, no, I could say it probably I wouldn't say it's higher now because well, nah. Cause it's messing with my head. I'm trying to like argue myself with it that our money was worth more back then, but it wasn't worth more. Our money is still worth more now than it was then because that was during the depression, so they say. So by that being said, our money is worth more now. That means even though our stuff is higher, we still spending more money. And it does this don't feel right. I'm gonna keep saying it don't feel right. You don't. The way the bills don't cost that much. The bills shouldn't cost that much. It shouldn't. Electric, water, all that shouldn't cost that much. It should not. It shouldn't. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I feel like that is the biggest scam of them all. The water and the electric is the biggest scam of them. Look, we know rental is a scam and all that, but water and electric being that high, do you know how high most electric bills are? And I know it don't cost that much. I know it don't cost that much. I have actually worked at like water treatment plants that actually redirects power, and I see how they make it, and it's basically free energy. It's free energy. Hold on, and it is like it's weird because who are you to make me pay for this? Like who are you? I'm the owner in this. How are you the owner? Because of this. How is he the owner? Because of this. How is he the owner? How is he the owner? I will keep asking how is he the owner until you give me a valid response that actually satisfies my need. Because no, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Like I just don't understand it. Oh, he made the electric for this and that for the whole. So that was the only way. Oh, but if you try to make your own electricity, you get fined for that. So I get in trouble for trying to make my own electricity, and I have to use your guys' electricity. And even if I'm off the grid, I still have to plug in or have some way of y'all knowing. And if y'all don't know, y'all feel like that's still depending on if I live all the way out in the middle of nowhere or not. If I live near any residential areas, I can't do that. Okay. Once y'all realize that, like, oh, I can't just plug in a solar panel and do this and do that. No, you can't, and you won't. You can't, and you won't. No, you can't. And it's just messed up. Like when you just see how the world is. Like now, I'm just like, you know what, bro? This messed up. So I can't like. So say even if I wanted to go get all my own electricity for my house now, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. So you telling me I can't do it myself and only you can do it, and I have to pay you to do it? And even if I want to set it up, I still have to go by your rules and regulations, even though I'm not trying to do anything to harm anybody or anything that can harm anybody. They be like, "Oh, you want to do this and do that." So you telling me if I buy from this company that's going to come out here and set this up and do everything for me, that is not good enough? Okay, okay, okay. I can see if you wanted to be like, "Oh, well, can you have it inspected to make sure it doesn't catch fire and it's set up properly?" Fine, that is I agree with that. I can agree with that. But no, they don't want to do it like that. They want you to sit right here and some people, oh yeah, I sell some of my energy back to the grid and this and that and that. You do you those be the same people. They still see bills every now and then, y'all. I used to be like, oh, they just selling all the power. Read the fine print and everything. Don't let people lie to y'all. And that's why I'm like, I don't listen to it. You know, they said don't believe everything you read on the internet, and that's how everybody get the news nowadays and get every single piece of media. So I don't know what to even believe about that. Like that's literally a famous quote. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, yet your whole life is the internet. hmm Every single all the news that I have seen recently has been on the internet. Like if y'all, I'm just saying. So do I not supposed to believe anything on the news? I mean, I don't. But yeah, hmm if it's not local and I can go out there and look myself, I usually don't believe it. Seen too many false things happening around here, man. Yeah, this world messed up. Then we got all these police out here, these crooked police. Let me get started. Y'all want me to get hyped up on crooked police and how crooked police are the most annoying people on this planet? Y'all don't understand that. As long as you have crooked police, I'm going to tell y'all this. As long as you have crooked police, criminals will never, never, ever stop. They're not ever stopping. As long as you have crooked police, criminals will never stop. Cause just think about it. I had crooked police who just bothered me all the time, right? And you know what it got to the point to? Oh, you going that way? I'm finna go this way. You going that way? I'm going this way. Oh, I'm going this way, I'm going that way. Like, oh, you think I hopped on the highway? No, I went through this one way and went that way. Like, yeah, I'm not finna play with y'all. It's like it get to a point where you'd be like, like until y'all actually go through it, a lot of people don't realize like the world is a real treacherous place, and that's why I'll be like, man, look, you gonna either be a super villain or you gonna be a pup, because the world is a treacherous place. You can sit right here and deal with look. I done had look. A police officer pulled over me and all my friends, and nobody got a ticket. If we done got pulled over 7 times, he done made 7 traffic stops with no tickets issued, and everybody described him throwing the ID back at them. What do you call this? Just being bored, pulling people over, just watching people, right? And then the fact is, I didn't even know. I'm like, he like, oh yeah, this police officer pulled me over on a whole different side of town. Oh, okay. And then I'm like, then he drove past me in the traffic stop, said, that's the same officer. Oh, okay, don't worry about it. And I just so happily, he said, yeah, he just threw my ID at me and left. Just so happily, he walked up to me, oh, here you go, boom. No, no, this what he said. He walked up to me and said, your license suspended. I'm like, no, it ain't. He like, yes, it is. Then he threw my ID at me. Then I'm like, you for real? He was like, yeah. I'm like, why? Nah, that wasn't. I just shortened it up. He was on bullshit before that. Before that, he pulled me over. I'm like, why you stop me? He like license. Why you stop me? Why you stop me? And then when he finally told me, I'm like, I ain't got no ID on me. Then he was like, no, I end up having an ID though. That's the crazy part. I end up having an ID. I end up finding it, but I didn't feel like looking for it. No, no. I told him my name. Then he came back. What's your social? Then I ended up just giving him my ID. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm not giving you my social. So, yeah. So long story short, he was on BS through my ID at me. Then, later on, another friend and another one, another one, another one. Like, oh, Officer Shoulder, he pulled you over too. Like, yeah, he just threw my ID at me and left. I'm like, yeah. It was one of them. Look, I had got pulled over. I think I had got pulled over like 2 years. No, that was like in 2018. And then during COVID, they had paused all the court stuff. And then they never, well, no, they ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say they didn't. They sent court papers to the wrong address that I didn't live at no more because that was 2018 and I moved. I'm like, "Bro, okay, all right." I was young too. I'm like, that's before I even probably no, that's before I ever even had an apartment, a house, an apartment, anything. So I'm like, you think I'm just still be living there? Like, just think about it. Like, I was about 18, 19 when I got the ticket. And I'm like, bro, that was at least 7, 8 years ago. Like, you think I'm finna be still living there? Okay. But no, it was just they end up just making it the simplest. It was so low. I'm like, bro, why didn't y'all just call me? Y'all didn't call me, but that was the smoothest process ever paid them. And then I had to pay a reinstatement fee. That was the annoying part because it kept hanging up, and that was it. But yeah, and that he not the only cricket police officer. Oh no, oh no. I call him the target squad of 2018. I got pulled off so many times, and then the judge just started throwing out cases. He like, it's no way. He was like, it's no way. He's like, it's no way one person got pulled over this many times in 1 month. I'm not. No. He was like, I don't care what nobody says. It was Judge A. Sullivan. A. Sullivan. He looked. He was like, oh, you been waiting in all day. Then he just looked. He like, you say you got to come back for this. Then he looking at all of the thing. He like and this and this and this and this. Like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. How many times did you get pulled over? I told him. I'm like, he was like, okay, interesting, interesting. He like, so you got pulled over on this day, then you got pulled over this day, then you got pulled over then you got pulled over then, and then you got pulled over twice on this day on the way back. He was like, okay, okay. He was like, he was like, yeah, I'm dismissing all these. He was like, it's no way that you didn't get targeted. He was like, it was no way that something fishy wasn't going on, like for somebody to get pulled over that many times. Like you had to be red flagged or something. I'm like, that's what I said. Like I know, right? But no, he threw out a lot of them. He threw out a lot of them. A lot. A lot. When I tell you a lot. I think I got pulled over more times in that 1 month than I have ever, ever, ever. Like than most people have in the last 20 years. Yeah, police that's another thing. Police target cars too. Police target cars. They target individuals too. Not only that. And happy birthday, Dixon. Myers. Yeah, don't get too many birthday licks. But so yeah, like depending on what kind of car you is and how you look in driving a car, police profile you. So when I was like, say I was younger in my probably about 20, probably say 21, like early 21. So I'm early 21. You know, when you're 21, you still most likely look like a kid in a way, right? So, and when I say kid, I mean teenager. So, I don't look like I'm supposed to have a car that's good at this age, but I do. And I realize that police will try to mess with you. Yes. Like I seen the police officer break his neck when he seen me sitting in the driver's seat. Like he gave me one of them looks like, oh no, no, like it's no, yeah. That police officer was messing with me. It just happens so often. I'm like, yeah, if you drive certain cars and you look a certain way, like I look younger, I had shorter haircut, I probably look like a YN to them. Now I look less like a YN. I just look like somebody who is not fit to be in the crowd. I'm not fit to be in the crowd of YNs. I am a retired one. Yeah. There's ranks to this. I'm not finna play with them. They out here with switches and all. They know not to play with me though. That's the thing. I'm right at the generation. I'm like the big brothers to the YNs. Somebody said Martin Luther King died for us too. Let me stop. Let me stop. That video, shit. But did he? Man, y'all know. Y'all, hey, nah. All jokes aside, do y'all know the history behind Martin Luther King? Like, do y'all know the real history behind Martin Luther King? If you don't know nothing about Martin Luther King, I want you to go look this up right now. Go look up how his family won a lawsuit for $1, and go look up what was spoke about during the whole court case. They won the lawsuit for $1. You said what's up with the title? Supervillains live better lives. Yeah, a supervillain live a better life than a person who tried to do good. And I made an example earlier. I'm like, so you want to be a good person in life, and you want to be good by everybody. You want to be the nice person, the bigger person in the situation, and all this. Yeah. So you are expected at the same time. If you find $1 million on the street, nobody around, you are expected to find the rightful owner and give it back. Yep. Because you a good person. Because as soon as you try to take that money, you're a supervillain. I ain't say you was evil. I said you a supervillain. Mm-hmm. So, and then it's just the way the world treat good people. Like, why would you want to be a good person when everything? Look, when Doctor Doofenshmirtz helped somebody, it is worth way more. If the Joker helped somebody, it is worth way more. If Thanos helped somebody, it is worth way more. Do it once I continue. Vegeta helping somebody is worth way more than Goku helping somebody. Do you look here, y'all? Look here, look here. Like, if you want to say, if you watch Dragon Ball, Vegeta would be considered a supervillain, a real supervillain. He would be considered a supervillain, right? Yes, he was evil at one point. Is he as evil now? No, but you got to know when to stand on business with people so they can respect you. Yeah, people don't respect. People don't respect nobody who's smiling in their face every day. They respect the mean person. You gonna respect the mean person who crack a smile every blue moon. Yeah, that's what I try to tell people. Everybody want to live their life like this, and everybody be like, "Well, why like this?" No, you can be a normal person. You can still take care of your kids, take care of people. You just gotta live like a supervillain. You can do it in a supervillain way. Mm, you said nice is different from good. Mm-hmm. And good isn't comfortable because the world is wicked. It's a narrow path, but if you fail or if you fall to the wickedness, it is it worth the comfort till you realize evil ain't with us. Um, well, you wanna know one thing about that statement? Nice and good, it really ain't no it's a difference, but it ain't no big difference. Yeah, because if I do a good deed, am I nice? You can do a good deed and be evil, right? But you still did a good deed. You were still nice. You were still nice. So look, it ain't about like being even like going down. We all know the world is wicked. We all know it ain't really a narrow path. It's really like common sense. Like if you look at the world and look at what people prefer, does a female prefer a guy who's going to be like "I love you" and all lovey dovey, or do 90% of them prefer a tough male, a tougher male? One a rock hard dude. No matter no matter what female you were talking to, she is going to talk to the dude. The one who say that he love her every single day. I love you. I love you. She gonna cheat on him with the one who say he love her every 6 months. Yup. The one that she actually likes because it just hit different because it's more genuine. People feel like when somebody being nice all the time, it's not real. No, no, we ain't talking about lack of good. No, we're not. In this situation, I'm just like you can be a supervillain and be a good person. It ain't about being a terrible person. It ain't about being a terrible. You don't have to be a terrible person to be a supervillain. You just have to be like, oh, if I find $1 million, I'm not giving it back. But a good person, you should say, would be like, oh, who does this belong to? I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Not me. You should have kept up with your $1 million. Yep, you should have kept up with your million. But nah, yeah, going back to it, it's more of the world is wicked and you have to fight. Look, look, you don't sit you don't sit right here and just think that everything gonna be peaches and cream if you were just smiling. If you were just smiling trying to be a good person all day, that means you don't see the what's right in front of you. You can't see what's right in front of you. If you're trying to be a good person all day, you don't see what's right in front of you. If you're acting like a supervillain, you see the flaws, you see the messed up thing. You like to be a manager, you have to be like a supervillain, right? To be like successful, you have to be a supervillain because you have to be able to actually see things for what they are and not what people want that the feelings to be. Like I can see right here, look, I can sit right here and say I hate people all day, right? I can say I hate people all day and still go out in the world, give people all type of money, go to the store, buy everybody outside something who asks for something, and still like it doesn't matter. Is levels to this. It's not about what you say, it's about really what you do. It's really about how you act. Cause you can sit right here and be like, oh, you can be the best, most kindest person ever, and I still do more kind acts to you. And all I do is say BS all day. I ain't said not one good word. I said I hate everybody, and I just bought everybody in here free gas. I just bought whole gas for everybody, and I actually have done that. I'm like, I don't like none of y'all. Went to the gas station. Just keep the pump going. Just keep the pump going. Like here, you fill up. You fill up. You fill up. I need some gas. Pull up right here. Come on. Oh no, hell no. Oh no. Mm-mm. Uh, it ain't about that. It's about like no. I'm starting to. You probably don't understand where I'm coming from when I say that. You don't have to be one. Uh, what are you then? Because supervillain don't mean evil. Like y'all people who said supervillains have to be evil. I done seen a lot of supervillains that's not evil. So they try to do bad stuff. Some of them just try to do bad stuff and just bad criminals. Like who said that you have to be evil to be a supervillain? What it ain't no curtain. It ain't none of that. I done feel through look, I done been down, I done been up, I done been through more than most people. Look, I done been through more than most 80-year-olds been through. I know 80-year-olds who haven't who you wouldn't be able to fathom. Even most young, like God wouldn't be able to live in this time. And you wouldn't be able to be born today or in 10 years ago and think you finna live the same way you living now. You have to learn how to adapt to times, know when to change. What do you define as supervillain? Somebody who not afraid to say what they want. Somebody who not afraid to walk in a room and actually speak their mind truthfully, freely, even if it makes everybody else feel uncomfortable. Somebody who they a good person, like they can be a good person, right? But they don't have to be like the norm. It's not the norm. It's not the norm. I don't have to be a good person. I don't have to say good words to you. I don't have to smile to you. I it's like I don't have to do any of them things to you. I can walk around frowning all day, act like I hate you. That don't mean I hate you. I could be the best person ever. We go out, we do this, we do that, we smile. Probably rarely smile, but hey, who knows? Who is this? So Pova, I cannot say that beginning. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot say the beginning. Yeah, it's like somebody who basically lives like life, who understands life. Look. So heroes. So look, this what I look like. I like that you said heroes. I like that you said heroes. So think about this. What is Hancock? If you ever seen Hancock, what is Hancock? That's basically what I am. That's what I am. Because you could say he was a hero. He was a supervillain. He for sure was a supervillain. He was a supervillain. Just because he did good things didn't mean anything. He did good stuff, but he was a supervillain. Look at the stuff he did. You don't think a supervillain do them things? Like what did he not? He actually achieved more than most supervillains. If I'm being honest with you. So it's really not a mix up. It's just people got it mixed up because people like I'm saying, like once you look at stuff like that, like yeah, some heroes, how are you a hero and you doing all these supervillain things? Is the Punisher a hero or a supervillain? I'd have seen him kill so many people, but he not. It's like his character and all that is still portraying as a good person who did it for this reason, that reason. But I just use Hancock as an example because that's like a prime example. Like Hancock, he a good person, right? But he'll cuss you out, say whatever you want, tell you how he feel. If we find $1 million, he's keeping it. Yeah, yeah. So that's basically like only difference between me and him is I don't drink. I can never drink as much. I don't even like liquor like that. Yeah, I don't even like liquor like that. I'm one of them people who take 2 shots. I'm done. Yeah, exactly. Everybody like lick. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody, like, it's a hero depend like you can be a hero or a villain depending on wherever you want to be. But in everyone's mind, think about this. Think about this, right? everybody says that like look at a hero the way heroes live. Unless you're Iron Man or Batman, how do the rest of the heroes live? Most heroes don't live that good. I'm just sorry to tell you. Most heroes don't live a good life. Who wants to sit right there and say they wants to live a hero life? What? Like, be honest. Who wants to sit right here? Oh, I want to live a hero's life. Which one? The one in a billion heroes? And 99% of supervillains live good. Like, the Joker? Do we need the Dr. Doofenshmirtz? Green Goblin? Like, do most supervillains live good? Do y'all like Doctor Man? You know how much money you gotta have? Doctor Ock, Doc Ock, like if you once you start realizing that, but you see how I'm like Hancock is a supervillain too. I'd rather be in the supervillain category because even though they say he was a hero, it he was a hero because of the way he lived. Yeah, he lived like a hero. He lived exactly like a hero would. Struggling, going to work every day, back turned on by the people, loved only when he helped. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what I'll be saying, some people just overthinking. I'm like, no. When I say supervillain, I mean like Hancock. But I would rather be the supervillain version of him instead of the hero, because the hero version is broke. You ain't got nothing. You this, you that, you live like that, that. Nah. Mm-mm. No, thank you. But I'm just saying, how many supervillains you know live in the way all these heroes live? That's why people look up to Iron Man and Batman so much. Like, oh, they got money. They did this and that, that and that. Yeah, man. Hmm. And I started like, and it messed up my brain too thinking about it. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's not comfortable to make the good choices all the time, but it does have purpose. And look, politicians, thank you. Now you starting to see why some of these politicians look, they're assigned. Look, I don't think you understand it. That's why I said it's easier to live life as a supervillain because while they're not sitting right here hurting everybody, right? These politicians are buying stock in this and that, and then signing the bill for it. And then once that bill go through, they get millions of dollars back from every share. So now instead of you making 100,000 a million or 500,000 a year, you just made $100 million. So people don't understand that part. That's why I'm like, if you want to be politicians or supervillains, you have to be a supervillain. The government. What do you think Donald Trump is? What? Come on, y'all. Be realistic. What is Donald Trump? He Come on, y'all. Like once you start seeing like, oh, if you want to live life, because we all live. Look, we all sit right here and do the good thing, right? That we do the right thing. We're the type people who, if we're gonna do everything by the books down the middle. I don't want to short nobody. I don't want to scheme nobody. I don't want to scam nobody. I don't like people who scam people, right? I hate people who do that for a fact. But they just take it different ways. Like, oh, well, we might not scam nobody, but I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to do this super villain activity. I'm going to go sign this bill so I can make $100 million. Like that is a super villain plan, like a real one. Like everybody talking about real domination. No, real life people in the real world that are super villains. All they want is money. All they want to do is get to money. That's why I said, like you said, politicians is way easier for them to serve themselves than to serve us. They don't even know us. They don't know how am I going how am I going to care about like think about this. So imagine I got all these I open up a restaurant or something, right? How am I going to know who is who if I never visit the restaurants? I'm not gonna know anybody. I'm not gonna know how bad the restaurants are. I'm not gonna know how y'all working conditions are. I'm not gonna know anything. In my head, I'm gonna listen to what everyone tells me. Oh, every restaurant is A+, everything is that. Okay, that's good. Nah, it depends on what. It depends on what. Cause sometimes if you got to get away from people, that's a larger sign. Because I learned this. Sometimes you broke up with somebody because you either didn't know about something in their past that would have made you very uncomfortable, or something in the future was gonna happen. Yep, that's the only two ways. Them the two ways. You either like whenever you break up with somebody and you don't know why, and you just like I thought it's something in their past that they lied to you about that would have had you like, or it's something that was gonna happen in the future, or something actively happened. It probably is happening right as y'all broke up. Yeah, like everything happened for a reason. Like if you get them vibes, oh yeah, try to blame you for everything, try to make it seem like you crazy, try to like gaslight you into getting mad. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't even get me started on that. I feel like the generation. Look, me as a man in this generation, I feel like I have been gaslighted more than anything. I'm like, bro, these females will really sit in your face, say I didn't say this, and lie, and it's just not. It's the it's everybody. Your grandma, your mom. Look, it don't matter if it's your mama, your grandma, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your daughter. It doesn't matter. They all say something to you and swear they would. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Like you really don't remember saying that. You really okay? Like wow. Like okay. Like it's not normal. This is a not normal clip. What they doing though? Like every day is a new gaslighting method. And then once you just start seeing people go out and do all that, I tell people never talk to girls who go out. You don't talk to females who go out and about. You don't do that. And you never talk to females who go out, never talk to females who use Snapchat or any of them other type of apps like that. Use Instagram too much. Cause you wanna know why? Your brain is fried. Their brain, like, if you're stuck on Snapchat and all them social medias every day and you streaks and doing all this every day, you have too much free time. That mean you're not compatible. Like if you're watching me right now, that means you are not compatible with that person. Meaning of truth, but if I knew the meaning of the truth, oh, hey, you not lying. You not lying, man. Ooh, man, you not lying. And it's around 25 when your brain start developing, where you just get thinking different. You'll be like, you know what? Yeah, I messed up. I messed up. Yeah. But the main problem I see is it's like social media give females too much of an opportunity to contact people. Like back in the day, you had to actually see somebody. Now, people at home, you 40 miles away, you 50 miles away. Hey, here, hey, how you doing? You in a whole nother state. Hey, DM me. Hey, what's up? And then everybody that's talking to each other, fucking on each other. Now she used to them type of relationships. Now she ain't no good to be in a relationship with. Then like you gotta understand. That's why I be like, all males, y'all need to know a female past. Like if that's if you like her. If you don't really want to be with her for real, it doesn't matter. But if she is trying to be in an active relationship with you, you need to know her past because that is going to define your future. And she keeps saying, "Oh, all these men did me bad and this and that." Everybody did you wrong. Everybody didn't do you wrong. Everybody didn't do you wrong. Everybody did you wrong. You don't got one good relationship, so every red flag. Every female had at least one good relationship that ended off some BS or them moving away or them growing up and growing apart. Something, something. It's gonna be something. Oh, I went to college and we couldn't be together no more. Or it's gonna be something. If you have been in at least three relationships and nobody got nothing good to say, you are the problem. So those females, I say, watch out for. Yes. A female has been in at least three relationships and nobody has anything good to say, or she has nothing good to say, who the problem? She is. Okay. So we all know, so we all on the same page. She is the problem, not you. Because you're gonna go through all the same problems the last male went through. Yeah, that's why y'all need to know female's background because you're going to go through everything. Just peep. Like when you first meet a female, and she ever tell you a story about the dude, imagine how like just peep she put you in the same situation. She's gonna put you through everything that she said the male put her through. Them situations gonna play right back out in y'all relationship. And the only way they gonna play back out if you started it and you made it like that. Hmm. Yeah. So females don't. A lot of them don't understand that when you say certain things and do certain things and act certain ways, that it make males react a certain way, and then they try to be like, "Oh, he was being so mean to me. He's been so mean to me." You say he was broke. He was dirty. He need to do better. He need to make more money to take you on vacation. He need to do this and that. You seen somebody on Facebook who had a Birkin. Now you want one. Ain't that like $20,000? Uh, may I go on? You said my voice don't match my face. That's crazy. That's the first time I ever got that. That's the first time I ever got that. No, look, social media did train a lot of these people in relationships and all that. And it ain't even just that. Social media trains you just so you can get like social media is a booty call. That's it. That's it. That's all they use social media for. You call is for you to text multiple females and one of them say yes and you take them somewhere and y'all do what y'all do and then that's it. That's it. Cause most females just want to get took to a restaurant, not even an expensive one. Yes, most these females have degraded themselves so bad that you can get 99% of female just by taking them to Applebee's and spending no more than $20. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. Tell me you can go to a restaurant, spend $12 on her meal, and okay, and you'll be locked in for life. So why would you? It's hard. It's actually kind of hard to even want to be with one female, isn't it? If you all I gotta buy you is a some wings. All I bought you was a burger and some fries. What? That's it. I took you to Hooters. That's it. Took you to Buffalo Wild Wings. When on $2 Tuesday. Well, whatever. $1, whatever. The 10-cent wing Tuesday. I don't know. One of them. Like, come on, 20-cent wings was one of them. But yeah, I really did that. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really did that. Like, come on, I'm not, and only spent like $8. Like, man, look, y'all gotta realize that social media has destroyed relationships. Cause all the female gonna do is get online and see what another couple doing. Oh my gosh, they live in this big house. Oh my gosh, I want that. I want that. I want that. And I'm saying females because it's not many males out here who see everything on social media and they won't. Like, do you look? I be around females a lot. That's how I know. I want this. I want that. So you want something every hour of the day, huh? At least a male will be like, "Oh, I want this. I want this car. I want that car. I want this." And he gonna tell you he want the same thing. 15. Look, a male gonna tell you he want the same thing every time he see it. Like, oh man, I can't wait to get one of them Trackhawks. I can't wait to get one of them C8 Corvettes. I want a ZR1X. Like, we gonna say the same cars over and over, but a female, they want everything. Uh, depression. Oh no, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This for all the entertaining males. Yeah, I learned that people can come around you and steal your energy and leave you with theirs. Yeah, it's called an energy swap. It's called an energy swap. And this is what a lot of females do. A lot of females that go around like a cool individual, a cool male, say you cracking jokes. I can tell I can already tell y'all know how to crack jokes and y'all are already cool people to be around. You'd be like, oh, yeah, you want to watch this movie? Y'all are just some cool people to be around and talk to, right? So look, they wait for you, let you do all that, get all your energy, and then leave, and then you be like, "Oh, she gone. Why she ain't text me back?" Because she feel good. You gave her ultimate dopamine spike, and now you are left for her energy. I didn't used to think that was real until people start saying if you have a lot of depressed people come around you, you will start being depressed. And then I'm like, even if you're not depressed, you will start being depressed. I'm like, that's crazy. Until I was around a lot of depressed people and I started feeling depressed, then went around a lot of people who wasn't depressed, like other friends. And now I'm happy and jitty again. And then every time I went back around them, I felt bad. Like, no. It's like the people who be like, life is just so hard. Like, do you feel good when you're around them? Life is just so hard. Like, I just don't know how I'm going to pay this bill. You think you think I'm like versus the person like, yeah, bro, like, man, it's gonna be what it be. I'm gonna let it do what it do, and we smiling, laughing. Who you think like you ever left? Look, hey, now I'm gonna tell y'all this. You ever been around your friends, y'all smiling, having a good time, and then you go back around a female, then you drained and depressed, and you're not smiling no more. But you go back around the males, you smiling. It's because they actually don't have. As a male, we are not allowed to tell people our problems, so we keep cleaner energy. We're not allowed to sit right here and be like, bro, I'm sad. Like, come on. I'm sad. Bro, I'm finna chuckle. I'm going and now you're gonna laugh. Now you're not sad no more. Like even like so even if you was to even try to be sad, it wouldn't be it's not easy. Do you know how hard it is to be sad around men? Like you can literally be going through the worst thing in life. Go in a room full of men and everybody in there talking, laughing, and having a good time. You're not. You can literally be like, "Oh my God, I've been with this woman for 30 years. And she just divorced me. She cheated on me. This and that." Go in a room full of men. See how much fun you have. You being there, like, yeah, wait, I had this one girl. Oh man, that's all that happened to you. You're gonna look in that room full of men. You're gonna find a man with an even crazier story who is smiling harder than you. Do you know how many times I done thought like, man, like, bro, I ain't got nothing. You don't got nothing. My ex stole $30,000. My car. She took my kids. She took this, that. Yeah, and that was last week. And you got her. You got her. Hold on. He like, man, no. I get it back. Like, nah. You too strong. You strong. You too strong. It do be draining to be around women. And I'm not saying it because everybody love women, but I realize if I'm around a girlfriend every day, I'm around a female friend too much. Hey, I need to because look, I think it's because okay, like I can joke with a man. Look. This what it is. This what it is. As a male, we can joke around and laugh and all that, right? And then we can sit out here and be like, bro, we need to open up. We need to open up a shop. We need a shop. You can do the tires. We can do this. We can do that. It's the fact that we can actually talk and make plans amongst each other that are actually, even though everything is realistic, if we actually want to do it, everything is realistic if we actually want to do it. That's the difference. With men, we can sit right here go from laughing to talking straight business within 4 seconds, and everybody be dead serious. Like, bro, no, if we open up this pizza joint, we can do this and that. No, you should open up over here. No, why would you do it right here? Like, you would have everybody chiming in with so much knowledge. No, if you can get a loan from her and then do it this way. No, if you go through this bank, you get a better loan. Like it just like y'all don't be understanding, and females don't like. It's like we call it basketball talk, right? Like basketball, football, sports talk. Most females look at us like we're aliens because a male will be like, "Oh, yeah, LeBron, 41 years old, he's still doing that." I remember he still when he was 280 on the Miami, he ran like a bull. It ain't. I don't know how he still kept up. Like we just talking, right? See, yeah, and then you remember T Mac Tracy McGrady when he hit that 13 points in 33 seconds. Oh my God. And that was one of the craziest games. I know Tim Duncan, man, the Spurs was hot. Uh like I'm like, man, like it's just all type of stuff that we talk and then barbershop talk. Barbershop talk is barbershop talk for a reason, right? Because most females don't understand it. That's why a lot of men who don't go get haircuts often are more depressed because you need that time to go in that barbershop. You need that time of no feminine energy around. And then this another thing, y'all gotta remember this. When it's a room full of male, I ain't gotta protect nobody. I don't gotta protect. Y'all gotta remember, whenever you're around a female, even if you're just in the house, no matter what y'all do, you have to protect her to a certain degree, right? No matter what, you have to protect them. You gotta worry about their well being and all this. Like even if, like, y'all gotta remember this. If a female's in the room, right, any female, and a random man starts swinging on her, you're gonna stop him. A random person starts swinging on her, you're gonna stop him, right? Right? Because you're automatically going to protect them. You're automatically going to protect females when they're around. So that automatically puts you in a different level of heightened awareness. You're not as lax as you need as you want to be. Because if you're in a room full of men, I ain't got to protect you. So if you get punched, you get punched. So what? You're a man. You can take a punch. You can take a punch. You'll be okay. I can let y'all fight for a little bit before I let y'all off. But if it's a female in the room, like you just never know. You gotta always have that extra sense of security with it. You gotta always have it. Yeah, I be trying to like it ain't like it's weird. It's just weird, but like that's why males when they just around each other is way easier. Like the TV show Impractical Jokers. Do you do I even need to say anymore? Because that TV show would never been a thing if a female was on there. The stuff they do is male. Like only males can think of this in that moment to do that. You have to be a child mind, like, because you got to remember, a man is the only creature, like, when females get older, they're stuck in their ways. They're stuck in their way. A 60-year-old man can turn into a kid so fast. A 60-year-old man can go from being a grown man to a child cracking jokes like he is 15 years old again. Do y'all don't understand that? That's why I talk to a lot of older people and they like, oh yeah, yeah, look, you smarter than the other ones. And they get to say what they want and he ain't taking offense. Like, yeah, and he understand all these old jokes. Yeah, he's gonna go back in time. Like, oh, he actually understand everything I'm saying. He actually read books and he actually, yeah. I'm not just a social media baby. I know, oh man, like just a lot of older people got sayings that they wouldn't think that people pick up on. But it's like, yeah, you just get that energy. It's not many old ladies I see turn into a teenage girl again. I'm sorry. How many old ladies you see turn into a teenage girl again? Like even for a second. You know how many I can name 80 old men right now that turn back into a child. Do you know how old some of these actors are that we watch? I can get Samuel L. Jackson to start cracking jokes right now at the age he is right now. For real. Like, man, y'all just don't know. You said we would deserve way more respect from modern women. We ain't gonna never get that respect. We will never get that respect. Mm-mm. Females don't even like a majority of the females in the past. I ain't gonna say now. I can't speak for all the females now, but in history, a lot of females in the past look like yeah. Hey, I'll see you later. Oh yeah, a lot of females let the world destroy their childlike mindset because they feel like you like think about Family Guy. How Lois is always so uptight and so I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. I'm that. Like Peter is literally the example of how a dad will act when he like if he is comfortable in life and he chilling, that's how he will act. He wouldn't be exactly like him, of course, but he'd be like smarter and more involved with his kids. But the way he act like a kid, like every man has the ability to go back to that. When he go with his friends and he act the way he act when he with his friends and all that, every man has the ability to go back and do all that. Like or do y'all not notice that Family Guy has a group of men that goes out and do a bunch of crazy activities on a daily basis, right? So like it's because that's what men do. Men turn into children every single day. You be like, you're so childish. Like say when by the time I turn 45, 50, if I'm in the house and my son doing something that's very childish, he done bubble wrap something or he done made my refrigerator dispense of beer or dispense of liquor, and the mom she mad, I might like it. I might like it. I'm a child. I'm like, bro, that's so child. But it's creative though. But it was like, in my head, I'm like, but that was creative though. And I guess we can use it for a while because it ain't no point in just letting it go to waste. Like, it's different. Us as men, we are not. We are some weird creatures, but we're playful. We know when to have fun. We know what fun is. Like, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but 90% of the fun parent is the dad. You wanna know why? Because most dads just let you go to world war, go to world. Look, being in the house with moms, we had look. I got told to shut up by moms way more than dads, way more. And I'm talking about on like even if I'm just counting 10, like say if I got watched by 100 dads, right, and I got watched by even 3,000 moms. I'm just 100 moms. I'm just 100 moms. We just the first 100 on 100. I got told to shut up way more by moms than I did dads. Yeah, the dad is the soul of the family. Most definitely the soul of the family. The dad is most definitely is. The grandma, like the mother is the backbone. The dad is the soul, but the mother, because the grandmas is the only one who can get everybody to show up like that. Like the grandmas is the only one who can get a house that packed. I'm telling you that now. Grandma is the only female on the planet that can get a house that packed. Like it be so many people in the house, you like, oh my lord. It ain't. I'm finna eat standing up. We got to. Oh well, I'm good. You got people on the porch. You got people in the back. You got people in the basement. Like every room. Yeah, that's only a grandma can do that. Like I'm talking about just by making the call. No, oh this and that. No, I need y'all to come over. You coming over. You come over. You come over. And it's everybody coming. We ain't gonna. Well, hold on. We ain't gonna talk about the. Hey, why you have to do it? Why you have to? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. A lot of new age grandmas are losing their sauce. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. A lot of these new age grandmas don't watch kids. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Cause look, and what's messed up is a lot of these new age grandmas try to act like oh I can't watch the kid because of this, but I was at my grandma's house all the time. What you mean? What do you mean? You was going out and I was at my grandma's house. I remember. I remember you leaving. You putting on good clothes. What? You going so now that I'm older, that means you was going to the club, going to bars, doing something you weren't supposed to, going on a date with somebody, you were doing something. I remember being at grandma's house. I remember making pallets. I remember sleeping on the floor. I remember falling asleep in grandma's bed and waking up in random places. So hey, what you talking about? The hell? Like, yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, these new grandmas, they still think they think they 28. I ain't gonna lie to you. These grandmas think they 28 nowadays. Majority of them, because majority of grandmas, said about 40, said 38 to 40. Like, believe it or not, majority of grandmas about 38 to 40 now. I know, right? I know. I know. Like, It's a lot of grandmas out here who like 40, 40, 41. Yeah. And a lot of them, sometimes they grandmas before that. Oh man. Hey, I feel. Hey, who you telling? Who are you telling? Who are you telling? I have personally seen like females that I have talked to that are very unfit. Very. Oh my lord. Very unfit. Like I seen like once you look. Hey y'all, look. Just tell me if this messed up. Once you sit right here and lie about stuff for kids, say, "Oh, I need money so the kids can get this and that," and you use that money to get gas, like to give people gas money, go to the club and stuff. Hey, hey, you were I done seen it happen way more than you would ever believe. I'm like, oh, oh, that's how you have money to go to the club. I don't think y'all understand that people who go to the club 9 times, most of them beg for that money to go. Like a lot of them beg for that money to go. People have their own money. Hmm. I like to speak on what I personally seen and what I personally know from studying the data and paying attention to life and talking to multiple females from multiple states, every race. Because when it comes to female, nah, race don't mean shit to me. Uh, a thing, a thing. If you live in the United States, even if you didn't, that don't mean a thing. Like what? You think? All right. It don't. It don't. Cause I was saying a Asian grandma who don't like washing her kids at all. I'm like, damn, you shit. You remind me of my mama. Shit. You know, I'm, I'm like, I don't know. I might be, man. Yeah, it don't matter what race you are. You be black, white, Asian, Native American, uh, Cuban, Russian, shit, Vietnamese. You can be Mexican. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Cause trust me, I think I'd probably talk to every single one. Every single, yeah, probably, most likely. Cause you don't discriminate. I'm not. Who am I to discriminate against a beautiful woman? But now, look. Let me stop. Let me stop playing. Yeah. A lot of these people. Look, a lot of fucking unfit. I'm gonna say a lot of unfit mothers. A lot of unfit mothers, cause this is what we talking about. Cause there's a lot of fit mothers. Hold on, it's a lot of fit mothers, but the outfit ones are actually outweighing them.